Hola, ciao, j'espère que vous allez tous bien. My name is Kira Mayi and welcome back to my digital safe space where we discuss all things faith, beauty, self-improvement, etc. Today's topic is revolving one that is dear to me. It's essentially about how I've chosen to gentle parent myself during this period of uncertainty. So if you're also going through a period of uncertainty, or if you're just in a period of transition and things are a bit challenging, this video is for you, so keep on watching. So during this period of uncertainty, I think that one thing that I really want to be able to do effectively is mindful appreciation and being in the present. I want to smell the roses and be a lot more intentional about the things that I involve myself in because I have a lot of free time. And sometimes I feel like I have more free time than I know what to do with. But I think that getting back into the things that bring me joy and that feel fulfilling to me is key to feel fulfilled and to feel positive. Being in this current state of stillness, especially as we're in this transitory phase going from summer to fall, to me it just feels so much better for me to be able to shed the layers of myself that I no longer want to carry. Sometimes I just kind of sit there and I appreciate the space that I've built up for myself, and it's still a work in progress, but it's miles ahead from where I used to be. And so that's definitely been something that I've been very grateful for. Everything is much slower pace and it doesn't feel so chaotic and messy and stressful. I don't miss morning traffic. I don't miss morning commute. I don't miss being packed in like a can of sardines in this tight space at 8:30 in the morning. I really enjoy the peace that's been my life the past few weeks, months. Yeah, so I would definitely say that mindful appreciation has been deepening my sense of gratitude, and honestly it's expanded my outlook of life as well, and it's allowed me to be more intentional with the way that I spend my time. It also gave me the opportunity to look into the things that I want to get back into. I haven't gone swimming in so long and I really miss it because I used to love swimming so much, and so I'm really excited to be able to do that with my best friend. I have been looking into partaking in dance classes. I'm not a dancer by any means, but I just love the feeling of just kind of like letting loose. I think that my mental health definitely deteriorated because I wasn't as physically active. The harp, that's another one that I really enjoy, and I've talked about it before, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to be decent enough to actually perform songs. But I really enjoy learning to play the harp and dedicating myself every single week to learning how to read sheet music. And in addition to that, I really want to be able to go back into doing my solo dates because I used to do that so often. I would say honestly years past I haven't really done an intentional solo date in a long time, and I really want to get back into that. Just kind of bask in the slowness that my life is right now because nothing is forever, and so I really want to bask in this moment and be able to feel like I've fully recharged, and when I'm back into a space where I need to do whatever I need to do, even if it is a 9 to 5, then I'll do that. The next thing that I would say that I plan on utilizing to help me during the season of uncertainty is biblical reminders. Like I said, I've been really setting my word and I've been very intentional about it. I'm actually reading the New Testament in 60 days. The thing about doing these challenges though is that I've often found myself just kind of sprinting through these, trying to check off all the boxes and not actually understand or learn what the contents are. I've been very appreciative and grateful for the slow mornings that I've gotten to have to be in union with God. It's definitely been my favorite part of being in the season of uncertainty because it reminds me that there's still things that are working in my favor, even though it seems like things are unsteady and unsure and I'm in this like gray area. But I would say that in particular this passage, which is be still and know that I am God, has really helped me and put a fire under me again, just reminding myself that there's always a higher power that's working behind the scenes and ensuring that I'm good. Of course there are many more verses that I can relate to and that have been helpful, but that one in particular is one that really just sticks out to me currently in this season, just because I am very still and I just have to remind myself that God is God and I am not. So I'm gonna let him do what he does and again embrace and bask in this current moment that I have to be still. But on the flip side, when I'm not still, I do like physical release. So I was talking about swimming, I was talking about dancing. I've always been athletic. I've always been drawn to pushing my limits physically and just feeling exhilarated. I love the mental clarity that I feel after the gym. I've been doing pull-ups lately, which which for whatever reason, I used to not really care for push-ups and pull-ups, but I've been loving pull-ups lately, push-ups, just upper body in general has been very fun. I enjoy it, not just sticking to one thing, because I think that the gym can be pretty boring, and I think my life is already quite boring, so I don't want to add to that. So I want to switch it up and add some variety. As winter approaches, I'm really thinking about doing some skating lessons, but we'll see. Needless to say, I mentioned mental clarity when going to the gym, feeling so on top of the world after your workout. Nobody can tell you anything. You feel great. And I think that what also gives me that feeling is keeping a gratitude journal and reminding myself of all of the things that have worked out in my favor. I remember, I think I saw it on TikTok, somebody talking about writing down all of the good things that happen in your life or in your year. And I remember doing this the past 2-3 years. And this year, for whatever reason, I kind of fell off. But I do want to get back into that place where I write down small and very random acts of kindness that strangers have demonstrated towards me, just to remind myself that there are great things that are happening. And it's so easy to gloss over those things when it feels like your life is falling apart, or like you're a failure, or like you're not doing enough. But I just love to think about the positive. Yes, acknowledge the things that are not that great, not that pleasant, but to not dwell on that and to think about the things that do go in my favor, the things that do work out for me, the things that are actually really positive. Whether it be somebody who bought me coffee or somebody who randomly complimented me. There's so many moments that I can think back to, even this year, where I'm just like, wow, like that was so beautiful, and I'm so grateful that this person did that because they didn't have to. And so yeah, I think that moments like that make me realize that life really is beautiful and people really are beautiful as well. I want to keep the good vibes going, so I definitely need to get on it and write down all the good things that I can remember that took place this year that to me meant a lot. I don't want to focus on the negative if I don't have to, obviously. And I feel like this is the best way to not let intrusive thoughts win. It's so easy to fall prey to the lies that are in your head about you not being enough, about being a failure, or what have you, but in reality, it's all lies. Like, even when it comes to, I guess, the job searching thing, like I could easily just say, oh, the market is horrible, I'm never gonna find anything, you know, it's an employer's market and things are incredibly difficult. Yeah, that may be true, but I'm just gonna do what I can do. Like, I'm not gonna let the intrusive thoughts win. If I'm applying for a job, then I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, well, I'm probably not gonna get it. Quite the contrary. I'd rather apply and give my all, and if it's enough, great. If it's not enough, great. But I don't want it to be an indicator of my value or my worth. I just think that it's ridiculous, and I talked about that in my lessons on being unemployed again video. If you haven't watched it, you definitely should. But yeah, like being reminded that rejection isn't my identity and that I shouldn't carry that. I should just accept it and then move on and not internalize it. So again, not letting the intrusive thoughts win, because they're going to be loud. And I think that the longer you are stuck in whatever situation that you're in, first of all, correction, you're going to be seemingly stuck. You're not actually stuck. Although you might seem like you're in a position where you're not moving, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, you're confined, you're imprisoned or whatever. That's not true, because come a month, 2 months, a year from now, you're going to be in a completely different situation. And so I think that's why for me it's very important that I bask in this current chapter of my life and not dwell on the past or feel anxious about the future. It wouldn't help me, and I think that it would actually deter me from achieving the levels that I want to achieve in life. I will not let the lies of the enemy win. I will not let my intrusive thoughts win. Why? Because it's lies. They're all lies, and I'm doing very well for myself. You are too. I'm very sure of it. At the end of the day, if your family's healthy, if you're healthy, if you have a roof over your head, if you have food to eat, if you have clothes on your back, and if the sun is shining, you're good. And even if you're dealing with hardships, whether it be somebody who's sick or if you're dealing with hardships financially, it'll work out. And I really love the analogy that so long as you're living, you have 100% success rate. No matter what you've gone through, no matter what trials and tribulations and battles you've had to face, you have 100% success rate. So this other thing is just gonna be sweat off your back, and you're gonna be able to get through it. So that's just what's been really helping me, and realizing that it's not the end of the world. Essentially, I want you to change your vocabulary. Essentially, I want to change my vocabulary. Whenever I have an intrusive thought, something comes up, or let's say I say something disparaging, I'm gonna actually rewind that and take it back. And I'm not gonna say it again. If I say, well, job search is so hard, I'm never gonna find a job, or I'm never gonna lose weight in this area, or I'm never, no, actually, I don't accept it. I refuse to entertain and to harbor this thought, this negative feeling, and this negative emotion. And I choose to do my best and let God do the rest. Oh, that was a word. And by doing your best, you're easily easily going to be able to help others, and you're going to want to be of assistance. And I feel like life feels like it's so much more worth living when you're contributing to other people in a healthy way, when you're giving back, when you're being of assistance, when you're being caring. I really love being surrounded by family and friends for that reason. Just give them a random gift, like bake them something, cook them something, sending a random message to somebody that I haven't spoken to in a while, letting them know that I'm thinking about them, that they're my thoughts and prayers, and that they're appreciated or loved. Just random acts of kindness just make me feel like, oh, like I love you. Let me let you know that I love you. And also getting those messages is also great. I love being reminded that I'm great and that somebody loves me. But yeah, I would just say that by implementing these things, you're easily going to be able to express gratitude towards other people and to volunteer and give back and do so without feeling like it's a burden. Another thing that I can think of is creating habits that are healthy in that you turn into traditions, whether it be checking in on people more frequently, be in nature, create a healthy habit. And a healthy habit can look like anything really, whether it be spending time with family, eating at the dinner table, and not everybody in their rooms or everybody in a separate corner. Find something that you look forward to doing, that you are excited to do. Make life more enjoyable, romanticize your life, and not in like a toxic, overconsumption-y type of way, but just in a way that makes you feel like, wow, this is such a beautiful moment. I'm so grateful to be seated here reading this glorious book about I don't know what and having a great time doing it. Whatever it is, just really bask in it. I definitely want to have a good mindset of healthy outlook on life right now and continue to cultivate healthy habits so that when the winter comes around, I'm not struggling. Now I know this video is a bit shorter, but I just wanted to share some of the things that again I'm going to be implementing in the next few weeks and months, honey. I think it'd be great to hold each other accountable and check in once in a while. But if this isn't your first time on YouTube and you appreciated the video, then you know what to do. I pray that this video has blessed you, and I hope that you take care of yourself. On se verra à la prochaine. Ciao.